Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We are gonna go talk to Bohuta. I don't exactly know how to pronounce that. Probably butchering that kinda hard here. We did get a perk point in Houndmaster. I think 30 is probably the highest, since we have two things here left. Okay, I think we're gonna do this so it's easier to pass the skill checks with the dog next to us. The intimidation thing.
Quick!
We haven't fed him for a while, actually. Probably time to do that.
Go!
Would have liked some meat, but we haven't hunted or killed anything for a really long while.
God.
We're about to find a small village here, I think. I guess he's here. I do guess he's here.
Quick!
Who are you? Someone who moved out of the way, at least. Grund. This village that burns some stuff, apparently. Okay, let's see if we can find him immediately here. Just kinda walking around the village here. Oh yeah, he was the religious guy, right?
Whoa. Look what I have for you.
Okay, Mod's obedience is quite high. I thought that would have deteriorated a lot by now, but apparently not that much. Hello.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Behuta by any chance?
Bohuta.
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Raniek. It has been a few days since he was here.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Raniek still hasn't given up dice, eh?
That fella will never learn, and he's already lost everything. He won a really nice bow once, and he's had nothing but bad luck ever since.
Do you know where
Sounds
I can
about
find
right.
him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe he's still there.
Okay, fine.
I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
We can, though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Why all of a sudden?
Come
Yeah, what
pray
happened?
with me and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I haven't known him very long, but he doesn't inspire much confidence in me.
That's good. The better you get to know him, the worse it gets.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here, at my brother's grave.
Sure.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye, we were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Why did you decide to leave everything behind and start a new life here?
Because of my brother. I was with him in his last moments. He was completely overcome with horror. I never thought he could be so scared.
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next? He knew the kind of life he had led and everything he was responsible for. Now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, but I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord God, he might forgive Slavik too.
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself. I can only pray for him.
Too bad. I was hoping I could convince you. So was the devil.
I thought you said you wanted to pray for the devil.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together then.
Yes, that would be best. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater noster, qui is in caelus, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventet ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her. Your turn now.
Who taught you that?
Right. Who taught you that?
I did. I can't read, but I learned it by listening to the priest.
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most room. Quote, idi.
Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo.
Amen. I know it too. That's all I can do for the devil, so you'd better get going now, eh?
Yeah. Mans got upset. We helped him with the prayer. But he's probably better off by not being involved in that, right? So there might be a quest in here.
The Lord be with you.
Oh, I suppose so. Careful!
Can you...
God be with you. What would you like?
How's life been treating you, innkeeper?
Fine, thanks for asking. The foundry workers are always mighty thirsty in the evening after slaving away at those hot furnaces all day long. They drink so much ale, I can hardly keep up with bringing it over. So, I can't really complain. I'm not the type of innkeeper to get an inn only to complain about it being full.
What's life like here? Is there anything new?
We live the best we can. The silver works are operating at full capacity, and the stables are doing well too, from what I've heard. If only those Hungarian bastards would fuck off already. That reminds me. Do you need a horse by any chance? Our Hannah is the local expert. I'm sure she'd be happy to help you.
Not really.
What's new around here?
Well, Zadmira Blacksmith had one too many a while back and told me some curious things. His wife was having an affair with Tomlin Brutons from Horsham, but then she sent her Zadmir to rough Tomlin up. I've no idea how things are between them. Strange thing is, Zadmir's a big fella, but Tomlin still beat the shit out of him. Don't mention it to Zadmir though. He was all upset about it. But you could ask Kona, his wife. You might find out what's really going on there. And I also know Zadmir the blacksmith finally got himself a new apprentice. He was cursing for ages that he couldn't find anyone who could hold a hammer properly. Maybe he'll be satisfied now. I also heard there are some disputes among the miners. I don't know what it's about, but I heard it has something to do with their traditional archery contest. If you're interested, go and see the foreman Vlak in the Black Horse Tavern. And that's about it.
Interesting news. Thank you, innkeeper.
Thank you, innkeeper.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Inclined to buy the Savior Schnapps. This one isn't bad. Maybe I'll buy that. Can sell a couple of these tin badges. And then haggle a bit.
Satisfied?
You won't convince me. You see? I knew. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Okay. So there's some quests. There's an activity, not super interested. But definitely this side quest. I can talk to this guy. Hello.
Grosh told me over a few beers that you had a thing with someone from Horsham, and your husband got battered because of it.
Merciful Mary, so Grosh has been blabbing about me to God knows who. The shame of it. I'll have you know I did no such thing. I'm an honest woman.
My apologies. I'm merely repeating what I heard. So how are things between you?
Henry being mean as fuck.
There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A thunderstone. It's a great rarity.
Or what?
But Tomlin Brutans from Horsham has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I see. Now it all makes sense to me. So that's why your husband fought him.
Exactly. You see, nothing dishonest. But Demir is feeling ashamed that young Brutans gave him a thrashing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now
So what does this stone do?
Besides, you're a born warrior by the looks of you. Twice as tough as those guards at the ironworks who do nothing but swill Grosh's beer all day. Some landowner's coddled son is no match for you, I'll wager.
Mm-hmm.
What is a thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
Okay.
What can these stones do?
Well, lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
Mm-hmm. Whatever, dude.
I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy.
Save your thanks for when I...
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some grosh. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in. She'll give it, and I'll...
Yeah.
All right, you have yourself a deal.
God bless you. The brute, that's where you... But be
Yeah.
later.
Some blah blah about the stone. Okay. Can't fast travel now?
Are you whistling at me?
No, I'm not whistling at you. I'm whistling for my horse. Thank you.
Quick.
Hey, yup.
Go! Quick!
Where is the guy?
Ka! Ka!
Well, it's a while to get there, I guess.
Ka! Go! Ka! Quick!
And where is the guy?
Whoa! Whoa!
Hello.
Good day to you.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts of things.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's mine.
Those days are over. There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. Well, then I decided to retire. It didn't seem right. And my conscience was getting the better of me. Well, as for you, you've cut the locals down to size. Impressive work. So there's nothing here for you now. But if those fists of yours are still itching, you could try your luck over in Miskovitz. Blood runs hot in those lads, so you'll fit right in like a thumb up an arse. And if you're as stupid as you are brave, there's a shit pit in the burg they call the Hole.
The
They're
Hole.
hard as nails there. Beat the shit out of each other with iron gloves. Fucked up if you ask me, but each to his own.
Look, that's all very well, but it's you I'm here to fight. For the Thunderstone.
Fuck's sake. You're a bleeding half-wit, aren't ya? Let's try again. I'm not...
I challenge you to a fight. Let's fight for the Thunderstone. Or have I made you shit your brays?
The only shit being spouted here is from your mouth.
True.
You know you can't win, don't ya? No one's beaten me for as long as I can remember. And besides, I have the stone. So just back off and forget about it. I'm doing you a favor.
Okay.
I want to spare you the embarrassment and some pretty fucking painful bruises.
Look here, big man. I kicked the arses of Stanley and all the others here, with my finger up my nose at that. So I reckon you'll be soft as shit too. But to give the devil his due, I'd still like to find out for myself.
Yeah, I get it. You're provoking me. Nice try. All right, have it your way. If there's one thing I really hate, it's arrogant, cocky outsiders who think they know it all.
True.
Prepare for a beating.
I'm prepared.
You know the rules. No armor. Strip down to your waist. Then we'll meet in the pen. You'll place your wager against the stone, and then you'll get an ass kicking.
Yes. Okay. Could probably just have stolen it off him, but it's kinda more fun to beat him up.
I'm ready for this. How about you?
Always.
You've got the stone?
Don't you worry about that. I don't expect to part with it anyway. I'm looking for... Have you got it?
Sure.
Here it is. I'm no cheat.
Trust. But back it up with proof, I always say. Well, we have everything we need. Let me just take off my coat and we'll get started.
Mm-hmm.
Christ! I'm dead. You're boring me. Try a little.
And I kinda want my buff though.
Go fuck yourself. No chance.
This guy is kinda tough though. Holy, I really dislike that master strike.
No chance.
Oh, that's actually really annoying. That's really annoying.
You won't be able to take another one like that. Bad luck.
You okay there, son? Oh. You did get a beating, but that master strike is really annoying.
I beat you. The prize is mine.
Yeah, you did. But it was close. I almost had you myself.
Close? Not one bit. I was all over you from the start.
Bollocks you were. You're just lucky I fucked up my back yesterday.
Don't
Okay.
be so upset. It's not so bad. Just a little embarrassment and a few bruises, right? But let's not waste time. You owe me my money back, and the stone along with it.
You'll get your money back, goes without saying. Here you are.
Perfect. What about the stone?
Well, I can't give you that. Because I don't have it.
What? But the stone was your stake.
No, it wasn't. It was your idea that if you won, I'd give you the stone. I didn't actually promise you anything like that.
Look, you yokel prick. Don't twist this. You tried to hoodwink me, and now you're playing word games.
I suppose it was a bit sneaky of me. But what the hell? I figured if you were up for a fight, I'd at least make a groschen or two out of it. I just wasn't expecting to lose. That's all.
But people said you have a thunderstone. So it's all horseshit.
No, it wasn't made up. I really did find a thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
All right. I'll have a look for them.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. They're hired hands there. That much I found out. If you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. You have my word. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
I don't really care about you, my guy. And you tried to trick me, but that's a little bit of a trouble. That is a little bit of a trouble. So we'll probably just go here, I think, and then right north. That sounds like an idea. I don't understand why it keeps dismounting me when I fast travel that.
Quick!
I feel like that's something new with the new patch. Maybe it did that before as well, but I refuse to remember that. We do have a weak healing potion.
Go!
Okay. Quite a bit north still.
Quick!
Quite a bit north. How much further? We need to cross the river.
Quick!
We're about to get really tired here. Apparently we get more tired than the horse. Okay, let's drink another decoction. Okay, so I think we need to see if we can get a left turn up here. Bandits.
To hell with you!
I don't know about that.
You're no match for us, fucker!
I know it was spoiled. I feel awful. I've been waiting for you.
I'm all yours!
Well. Well. Too bad. Yes. It's an excellent hammer. This one is also pretty valuable. Rider's Warhammer, not really interesting. This one is not bad, 600 for 4. $25 groschen. Where did you drop your weapon? Dueling longsword. Holy, yeah, that's... We'll take that. This one is pretty good as well. Take the die. That one is pretty good. This one is pretty good as well. Take the mead and the groschen. Oakley dokley. The shield, I don't care about that. I need to sneeze. Oh, okay. So, this Raven's Beak is definitely stronger than the one that we have right now. It's 115 blunt plus 29 stab, which is great. Okay. We can repair that. Tailor's kit as well. Pretty sure we have some kits on the horse as well. Let's do 10. 10. Let's do 5 maybe. Marksman's kit. So I really want to. I'm practicing my my thing. The repairing thing. I don't have any tailor's kit, unfortunately. And craftsmanship didn't level up, which is unfortunate. Anyway, so with this fully repaired, we're gonna equip that in all of our thing. We can put this on the horse. Can put these in there as well. Okay, that's fine. Stolen things, we can get rid of that. We can put this in the horse as well. That's fine. Perfect. That was a pretty fruitful thing for us. We still have this, right? Select item to poison. Can I? Yes. Is it? Yeah, it's poison now. I don't know how big of an effect it has, but I thought it would also not last as long, but it seems to last for a very long time.
Quick.
Let's see if we can find this guy.
Nice and slow.
Okay. Nice and slow.
Whoa!
I wash myself here somewhere. I'm pretty sure he's full of blood right now. Any chance? Yep. Here we go. That's fine. Now we'll find the guy. Yep.
Welcome,
Hello.
sir. What can I do for you?
I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh, yeah? Who told you that, then?
Some wayfarer in a tavern
Really? Which one?
in Suchdol.
Shit, so Andrew's already mouthing off.
Not Andrew. Tomlin over Horsham way told me you pinched his Thunderstone. You and some Hensel fellow. So you better come clean before I let Tomlin beat the truth out of you.
Fuck me! So Bruthen's made you his lackey? As if that stone hasn't caused enough trouble already.
Yes, I'm a lackey, as you say, and I'm not ashamed of it.
All right. I'm a stable boy myself, so basically a lackey too.
So, from one lackey to another, tell me, where's the stone?
We fucked up. And all because of that stupid stone. I wish we'd never taken it.
So Tomlin was right. It was you. Where's the stone now?
I haven't the faintest. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it on him the whole time. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthen's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing, and then set off after those bandits. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you, I'd give it up as a lost cause.
No.
Where can I find this, Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed. Weren't you listening to me?
I'm not a good listener.
You may have had bad luck, but that doesn't mean it's cursed. With stuff like that, you're playing with fire. You stole it from Tomlin, so the power of the stone turned against you. I didn't steal it from anybody, so I have nothing to worry about.
Well, if you put it like that, that never occurred to me.
You see? Now tell me where this camp of theirs is.
You'll come across some ponds between Raborj and Bohunjovic. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place to stay. From that fork, follow the water downstream, and you should find the ruins of an old mill.
And that's where they're holding Hensel? The one with the stone?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and nip through the woods. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything from there. That's the way we went too. But make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard after our attack.
Sound advice. Thanks.
Look, what's your plan anyway?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to the bottom of this shit with the Thunderstone.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning fucker. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
Why doesn't the local lord do it?
'Cause he doesn't give a shit, for Christ's sake. He cares nothing for the likes of us, understand? Hensel's
Also,
just
you
a
kind of
stable
went there
boy
to
who
try and
toiled
kill
with
them.
his
But, yeah,
hands.
I don't know.
No lord's going to do a deal with Andrew for him.
And how, pray, do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, just something. 'Cause if you don't, I don't know who will. Andrew's a greedy bastard. Some coin might do it. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with Hensel.
How about I just kill them all?
I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, whatever you think's best.
You are kind of weak, though.
They're pretty...
Yeah.
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so messy. If I find a way...
Thank you so much. May all...
Yeah. Thanks. The military encampment. Okay. See, the thing is there a vendor here somewhere? There should be something in this small town. Like a trader or some shit.
Look at yourself. Do you want me to take you to bed?
No.
It happens. Just watch where you go.
What will it be?
What do you have?
No, I don't really care for that. How many arrows do I have? I have 3 enhanced piercing bolts and some piercing bolts. Whatever. We'll make that work.
And birds born out of mud.
Watch out, damn it!
Yeah. So. Need to go somewhere here.
Nice and slow.
Nice and slow. It should be here somewhere.
What's that you got?
Yeah. Wait. No, it's this is the one. I don't even know if these are enemies, but I would assume so. Yeah, it has to be these guys. Let's take a little schnapps. Boom.
Intruder! Get over here! You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Alert! Alert!
Are you?
Don't fuck with us, you wretch! Alert! To arms! Show what you're made of!
Be with them! Piece of shit! I'm all yours!
Oh, that was easy.
What the? Dodge! You wanna try me? You won't get me! What do you want?
I don't know. Probably kill you guys.
I think I'm going to
You guys kinda sucked. Okay, so any weapons maybe? Ordinary arrow, not really super interesting. I mean, this is almost 100 per weight, which is pretty good. Not super. Not super. Well, these are all mercenaries. Like, these two are pretty good. Same with these. Some potion. That hammer is pretty valuable as well. This weighs a lot. This one is quite good. And this and this. Take that. Okay. Any other weapons on the ground here that might be of interest to us? Not really. Okay. Well, so far so good. I think I killed all of them, but you never know. We might need to be prepared to fight. Ring is good. 100 groschen, I'll take that. I'll take the kit. Take this. Okay.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Alert! Alert! Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh, that's interesting. So there are more people here. That's what I gathered.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! We're under attack! Ah!
Take the iron, the groschen. Not really interested. Okay. You know, I really wish we bought some more of these enhanced piercing bolts. Maybe even a better crossbow at this point. Not much interesting there. Oh, now you have to wind it up again. Okay, my guy. You just not have, like, I don't know, took the torch out in your left hand maybe and carried the crossbow in your right hand? Is that too much to ask? Hello. Hello. Okay. Well,
Look what I have for you.
can you, like, not stand in my way, though? Medium lock, that should be easy peasy. We can get the dried beef. Oh, and the tailor's kit for sure. I don't know if it's worth it. Actually, I don't think so. It's not enough money. I think we'll take all of that. Henry's hand has become quite steady. Reinforced heavy crossbow. We'll take these as well. Not super interesting things in here, no. Take mead. Anything else? Not really. Boom. Is there anything inside here? Kinda looks like it. Yeah. $71 lockpicks. Not super worth it. This one is good. And the spearman training. We'll get the groschen as well. Oh, that was pretty worth it going in here. Okay, cool. We have a lot of stuff now. In terms of weapons, we're gonna put the dueling sword. I mean, these are the same, yeah. Not exactly an upgrade or anything. Put that on the horse. Spearman training requires a little bit higher skill than what we have. So we haven't been using that at all. We have 5 in polearms, which is absolutely not enough. We have the tailor's kit. And we still are not leveling up. Man, that sucks. Right, I need to find the guy.
Quick!
Also, we didn't find the Thunderstone. Maybe this guy still has it. He might also be dead. Bro. Hello?
You alright?
Yeah, but why on earth did you leave me tied?
I'm sorry, I don't really know why.
Okay.
Fuck. Look, I'm really glad you pulled me out of Andrew's clutches. I don't even know why. It's just that you went about it really strangely, I have to say. How did you find me anyway?
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound, is he?
He is.
In a manner of speaking. He got shot, but nothing serious.
What about Stislav?
I have no idea.
Ah, well, I hope he's all right and all.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Tomlin in Coercion, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was the stupidest I've ever had. It brought us no luck, no protection. Well, the opposite, in fact.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that matters to him. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something, well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra, that stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Sukdal.
I wish you happy hunting, though if I were you, I'd forget about that stone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still curious about your Thunderstone story.
Well, as you wish. It's not as
Tell me the whole story from the beginning.
well, it just pissed us off how Andrew was always extorting and bullying everyone. And not just us. The local lord who did nothing about it. And everybody in the village kept grumbling, but nobody took any action. I knew about Tomlin's stone, and I thought that with its help, we'd have the edge on them. That we'd help the people in the village. And make a bit of a name for ourselves around here. So when he refused to give it to us, I borrowed it from him. Well, I was thinking we'd give it back as soon as we'd sorted Andrew out. I'm serious. I swear.
And what about your expedition?
Well, first, we scouted the place on the sly, and then waited for some of his men to go out on patrol. We armed ourselves as best we could, and made our move. From the top of that rock there. We were almost there, but then Stislav stumbled or something. Made a ruckus, and they spotted us. After that, everything happened so fast. I hollered and lunged at them. Peter was yelling something, so I thought he was behind me. All these shots were whizzing past as I charged at them, but nothing hit me. Then I got stuck in. They outnumbered us. In the end, I took a blow to the head. That was pretty much it for me.
What happened after you were captured?
I was scared, shitless. I thought they were going to kill me. One of them suggested just leaving me tied up in the woods or drowning me. But thankfully, Andrew disagreed. So they held me prisoner. I don't even know why.
And this Andrew and his soldiers, what were they doing here?
Andrew Ramhead, they called him. He had this handsome hammer, shaped like a ram it was. And that's what they say he named himself after. Their orders were to keep watch out here. They had their own ideas of what that meant. They fleeced wayfarers, merchants, locals, wherever they could. No one was safe. They often grumbled that the army wasn't paying them properly. But if you ask me, they more than made up for it on the side. They even took someone's cow.
What are you going to do now?
Oh, I don't know. Same as before, I suppose. There's nothing to keep us here, but I can see Peter and me staying another summer. Perhaps longer. I mean, it's nice here, and the village is protected by a strong fortress. It's a good place, if you ask me. You never know. I might find myself a piece of land, or marry into some.
Okay. Sure. Okay. I mean, you are free, I guess. Now we need to go to Sukdal. Where we arrive middle of the night.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Great that you're glad to see me.
Closing time. Come again. Tomorrow, perhaps.
Sure, she is sleeping inside her house, yeah? I don't think we're gonna go in there to talk to her. Let's do a skill book on stealth to start with. And then vitality is pretty good as well. Although, I don't know how reading can give us vitality, but we'll go with it. Faithful Friend is Houndmaster. We're kind of close to leveling that to max, so we might as well take this. Let's see. I think I want to save here. We have a lot of this schnapps and we can make a lot more.
Greetings.
Greeting, Mlada.
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsh, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Bruthans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money.
How
My
much?
husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
Okay.
A Minerva owl? I assume that doesn't bode well, does it?
No, not at all. An owl on your roof means death is closing in. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing.
Okay.
It can still protect us from all manner of misfortune.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be, but I'll not be wanting to lose that stone.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed, you'll gift me the stone.
Why would I do that? The stone is bound to help him.
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right, but only if you help him.
Of
Yes.
course. I'll take a look at him and see what I can do.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure the Reaper's nearby. You'll find Peter in his room.
I'll go
Alright.
to Peter's room.
I'll take a look at him and see if there's anything I can do. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. That may be able to explain a few things, especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this before. I'm starting to believe that stone really did draw you here. So, ask around on the farm if you need to. We'll all be at your service.
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better check the whole room, just in case.
Do whatever it takes to help Peter.
What do you know?
Think of something that might help me heal him. Anything.
I can't. I'm desperate myself. I've tried just about everything. Peter is just an ordinary cooper. We've lived here for years. We go to church. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. This last time he had some business in Pechgau, near Golin, but he came back empty-handed. Breathless and confused. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job, just spending time in his workshop. Lord knows what he was doing in there. Then he went to bed, and since then, he's just been lying there. He doesn't eat. Not even the potions are helping. He doesn't sleep a wink at night. At least, I don't think he does. If I stopped sleeping too, our homestead would fall apart.
I'll ask him why he can't sleep. What's tormenting him?
Try that. He won't speak to me about anything. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. Or maybe just protecting me from something. Farewell.
Hello, Peter. What are you doing, Peter?
Peter is fasting. I should talk to him about it.
Is he fasting?
All sorts of medicines. I can ask Peter if they're helping him. Why would a craftsman need weapons? I'll ask him about it.
Oh, I'm guessing he got robbed. Not much interesting there.
I apologize.
Bro got robbed, probably.
Peter, my name is Henry. I'm here to help you.
I'm the doctor.
Bloke that's to deal with me, as if Mada didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. Don't be alarmed. I need to take a closer look. Let's see. No swelling. No cancer on the skin. Does this hurt?
Nothing hurts.
Your palms are cold. Your muscles are tense. And your heart's pounding so hard you could hear it all the way to Prague. You seem like you're ready to fight. Or flee.
They're getting close now.
Who is?
The soldiers. Sigismund's men.
Well, physically, you seem fine, Peter. It's strange.
I'm a weakling. A weakling.
I see you have a lot of herbs here.
Mlada brought them.
I see a lot of mugwort here. The local deer won't be happy that Mlada took their favourite herb. Have you got worms in your stomach, too?
Mugwort helps me sleep. And forget everything that's been happening around here lately. Especially when I wash it down with wine.
You ought to be careful with mugwort. It can help in small doses. But if you use it for too long, it'll only make your problems worse. It can cause dizziness, cramps, even unconsciousness. Mixing it with wine will only speed it up.
So be it.
I found some weapons in your workshop. Did you hurt yourself?
No.
Look, I'm a knight of humble descent too. Neither Vanyek nor Bernard spared me much in the training arena, but now I know how to swing a sword without too many scratches and cuts. And since I don't see any on you either, I wonder why a Cooper like you would own a sword.
For when Sigismund's army arrives.
That's what the local garrison is for.
The garrison can't stop that horde. Trust me. There's got to be someone here who'll at least try.
The garrison will stay at the fortress where you have to escape to. Nobody will hurt you there.
They'll come at night. And before anyone of the fortress finds out, the village will be on fire.
Well, I can hardly talk you out of that worry. I'll examine you. Just by eye. Pale skin. Dark circles under the eyes. A downcast expression on the face.
Downcast expression.
Bruises. A few calluses and cuts on the hands. Nothing unusual for a craftsman after a hard day in the workshop.
I told you. I'm not in any pain. Just let me lie here.
Irritability. No foul odor. Bodily humors aren't leaking. And you aren't bleeding.
But I will. When Sigismund's horde gets
Yes,
here.
we get it. You're depressed and anxious and
Does as he
scared.
pleases. You have no idea how many villages he's plundered already.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the last thing Sigismund would want to do now.
The fortress is what's bothering him. That's why he'll destroy it. And us with it.
I don't know about that. How's your appetite lately? I see you haven't touched the food, but the wine, on the other hand...
I'm hungry. Aye. But I've got no appetite. My stomach is clenching. I can hardly get a bite in before I start heaving. Wine at least helps me fall asleep and forget all the grief I'm giving Mlada.
I can't help you with that. All I need is a sip of ale, and I can feel the devil in me. What are your nights like? Mlada said you don't sleep much.
I just stare at the wall. I try to sleep during the day, but it's not much better.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's ailing you. I assume it's dark thoughts that keep you up at night.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep coming to Lord Pisek's fortress, I'm always hearing hoofbeats. And they startle me.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress? What's so unusual about that?
And what do you think they're doing here, eh? Preparing for war. That's what.
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war, he'd be gathering a lot more men here than a couple of nobles.
Folk ought to be scared to leave the village. Mezoles is gone. And when I saw Opatovitz, Suchdol is next. I'm sure of it.
What am I going to do with you, Peter? Your body is healthy, but your soul isn't. A deep melancholy has taken hold of you. Sigismund's army is the cause. A lot of ordinary folk are frightened and anxious because of the soldiers. But you're completely petrified.
You don't have to remind me.
What am I going to do with you? The chamomile decoction will help calm your mind, and a bag of dried chamomile surely won't go to waste either. You'll also definitely need to adjust your diet. I'll help you with that. And last but not least, some words of encouragement wouldn't be amiss. I'll get things ready and come back to you soon.
Okay.
Peter, I have some suggestions.
I'm listening.
You should drink the chamomile decoction.
Okay, so we have that.
Another potion.
You can drink it before bed, of course. That's what it's for. But let me give you a word of advice. As soon as you feel melancholia taking hold of you again, take a sip. Or even just smell it. That'll be enough to put your mind at ease. You'll see. Suddenly you'll realize it's not so hard to return to your work.
Well, I suppose there's no harm in trying.
Yep.
I'd like to give you some dried chamomile.
But you already gave me the decoction. How much chamomile do I have to stuff myself with?
Don't eat the dried chamomile. Put it under your pillow, or add it to your soap. Sometimes the most complicated things really are that simple.
Well, chamomile certainly smells better than that mugwort stuff. Thank you.
You need to start eating again, even if you don't have an appetite. First, ask Mlada to get you some honey and add it to your gruel.
You think some honey is gonna save me?
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach, first of all. But you have to admit Mother Nature has it well thought out. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding and feverfew with fevers, honey coats your humours so that they can't get out of balance so easily. Any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through thick honey, so it could hardly get from your stomach to your head. Soon you'll be as busy as a bee again, and getting on swimmingly. Which brings me to my next piece of advice. Start eating fish more regularly. Some nice fatty ones, ideally. Fat in the belly will surely stop gloom from getting through. Same as with the honey.
I suppose that makes sense.
Listen, Peter. I know you're worried about the army that's camped nearby. That's why I'd like to tell you something. Being afraid is only natural. But tell me, why are you afraid? You worried about Mlada, the farm, Suchdol?
Aye.
Well, that doesn't make you a coward. It means you care about your loved ones. Take that fear and turn it into vigilance. With it, you'll always be one step ahead. I can see you're an observant person, sensitive to what's going on right now.
Observant? If only I knew what to do with it.
How about this? Take your valuables and bury them in a safe place. If the army attacks and burns down your cottage, you'll build a new one.
But they'll kill us. So what good will it do me?
Just listen. Have the others in the village do the same. If they have cattle, they should try to drive them off before the attack starts. If they don't manage in time, no matter. Cows have legs too. They can take care of themselves. Always keep a horse ready. And if the attack begins, ride with Mlada to the fortress.
But what about the others in the village?
Well, they've still got you. Peter, the watchful Cooper. You'll hardly be able to notice the soldiers approaching if you're stuck here in bed. But when you get back to work, you'll see what's going on. And remember, you and Mlada aren't alone in this.
When you say it like that, it doesn't seem so hopeless.
Yeah, I mean, Henry has some decent
Sigismund can burn all the houses to the ground, but he'll never break the spirit of Suchdol. bit of prayer won't hurt. Lord, have mercy on Peter here, and lift from him the weight of his affliction. For you have laid upon him this affliction to try him. And you see that Peter, O Lord, endures your trial patiently and without contradiction. Unless you, O Lord, relieve Peter of his illness, no physician in the world can. I beg of you, O Lord, heal his soul and let his body once again find its lost balance. Amen.
Amen.
Well then, I've done everything I can. Things will get better, Peter. You'll see. Anyway, I'll come back to see you in a few days.
No, let's see what happens. We did the best we could. Dr. Henry is done treating.
I hope they hang you next time, you scoundrel.
Well, was it worth it?
I don't know what he did.
Nothing but footpads and roughing.
Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this episode, and then next time we'll see how Peter's doing. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.